federal custody in the United States for the Southern District of New York. That was the same district that held the Diddy trial. That's where the Venezuelan president and his wife was taken. Now, I'm not sure if his wife was arrested, but I know that the Venezuelan president was arrested and taken into custody. And so he's going to have his situation out of the Southern District of New York. President Trump said he's running Venezuela right now. They're going to run Venezuela until a new president takes over. And they said they're going to reclaim their share of the oil and go from there. Their share of the oil and land, and they're going from there. I have never seen nothing like this in a long time. This has happened throughout history. But for sure, they wanted that oil. And then on top of it, he said Colombia president need to watch out because he's going to be next. And I had said in the last live chat that there's going to be a couple takeovers here, it seemed like. And I guess he's serious about this drug trade. He's serious about it. So that's one way to stop it. Just take over the country. Just do that. We have the military might to just take over a whole country. Just like that. And the crazy part about it is this was when the Chinese had just met with Maduro on New Year's. They just met with him. Did somebody backdoor him? I don't know. But the U.S. had other intentions. They went right in there and took him out, put him on a plane, and now he's in New York. Just like that. Okay? Now, some of the Venezuelan people are celebrating in the streets, or are they okay with this? I guess so. I guess some are pleased with this situation. Okay? I already knew something was going to happen after they took that oil tanker. So he took the oil tanker and said, we're going to take the oil and do what we want to do with it. Oh, by the way, we're taking the boat too. Okay? We're taking the boat and we're blowing up drug boats. So the price of whatever just went up, especially if you like to indulge. Because he said Colombia is next. Because I was like, yeah, what's up with Colombia? What's up with them? Oh, they next. They next. He said it. He said they're next. They're next on the list. And he said the president need to watch out because he's next on the radar. Okay? It's not just him. He's not doing this by himself. I know people think, oh, he acted, and he's not acting alone. Remember, we have the Pentagon. He's not acting alone. This is something that has been planned already, even before he was president. Okay? But it makes sense, though. If they're having a problem with the drug trade, right? Just go take the country over. Just do that. I'm okay with that. Just take it over. Let's just stop the talking. Let's get to some action. Take the whole country over, kick the president out, take his oil, take some land, and then put a new president there and then control it that way. That's one way to do it. And then Colombia, they control a lot of the cocaine trade, right? All right, we'll take them over too. Overthrow their president. And then take that country over. And just delete everybody. All the cartel, just delete them. That's it. Let's stop talking. Let's get to it. So I'm okay with that. If the people are okay, well, let's get it. Let's get to it. So that's what he's saying. Let's get to it now. Let's stop talking. Let's get to it. Now, we already know that oil is involved. They have a lot of resources over there as well. That land over there is rich in resources. Okay, especially the oil. So guess what? It's going to benefit. He said also it's going to benefit the Venezuelan people. That's what he said. This is going to benefit them. You know, we going to benefit too, but they going to benefit. Okay. So Maduro's done. He'll never be the president again. He's done. Now I know some people say, well, what about the other president that he pardoned and stuff? Like, so what? He on some so what type. We make the rules as we go along. I'm telling you this how it's working. It's like bully tactics, you know? Um, so yeah. So that's what type of time he's on. And it happened last night. So we don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but I know it happened last night. And then next thing you know, I'm watching it all unfold, right? I'm watching it all unfold. And the next thing you know, he said, oh, by the way, we captured the president and his wife. We captured both of them. All right. They're out of here. We captured them and they come into New York. The same courthouse, the same court building as P. Diddy. That's where they're going to be at. And guess who? Guess yours truly going to be right there as the president Maduro. You know, feel me? I'm going to be right up in there with that one because that's out of the Southern District of New York. Diddy's was out of the Southern District of New York, same building. And then Luigi down the street. So this might be a busy year for me. Okay. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? He said, make Venezuela great again. Well, guess what? He about to make them great again because he said it's going to benefit the people because everybody going to eat. So that's why the people are celebrating because they rich in oil over them. People ain't supposed to be living like that. They ain't supposed to be living like that. I know somebody that's from there, and the only reason why she came here is for a better life. It's not good over there right now. Trust me, I know. It's not good over there right now. So being that he overthrew him and taking the oil, now the people should be okay over there. And then they put somebody else in charge. That's how it's gonna work. The US is gonna put somebody that they have an interest in charge. But right now, we're running it. We're running the whole country right now. Right now. I haven't seen nothing like this in a long time. I forget the last time we saw something like this. Let me think. In my lifetime. Never. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen nothing like this in my lifetime. I've heard about it in history, but I haven't seen nothing quite like that. Well, actually, Noriega. Yeah, I have. I was younger then with Noriega when they went and got Noriega. That was the last time. Okay. And he said to Colombia, he said, I hear he talking over there. His ass is next. His ass is next. Like, I'm dead serious. We're gonna take your country over. And you ain't when I say we're gonna stop that drug trade and we're gonna take your resources while we at it. We're gonna take some stuff over there while we at it. So they're gonna get their next. He said it, they're next. And there ain't nothing they can do about it because their military can't do nothing. So they're next. I'm telling you guys, I mentioned in the last live chat that whole corridor. Go and take the canal too while we at it. You might as well take that too. That's ours. Go ahead and take it. Okay? So that's what he's on. Let's just take it. Why can't we take it? Okay? So yeah. Okay. So now he got a lot of things he can do. Now he's literally running that country. I haven't seen like this. I haven't seen nothing like this. I seen when they overthrew Noriega. But they running the country right now. The US is, the military, they running it. Guys, listen. He had just met with some Chinese nationals. Like everything was all sweet. Maduro, like everything was sweet. No, everything ain't sweet. He may have gotten backdoored. Like, I don't know. But the way they did it, though, was something of legend. It ain't nothing his people could do, the damn Delta Force and Navy SEALs swooping down on them in the thickness of night. You know how scary that is? Having their Black Hawk shooting at you. Boy, that was something to see last night. whoo, whoo. That's all you heard. Pop, 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 pop. That's all you was hearing. They took out his whole guard, yo. The whole guard was taken down in like a couple of minutes. And then the next course of action, we got to find out in the mansion where he's located. That's some special ops. That's like some Call of Duty type stuff right there. And they went and got him. Let's go. Swoop down, went and got him, get on the helicopter, go back to the warship. Okay? From the warship, then he had to go somewhere else, and then he back on the plane there in New York. Just like that. Happy New Year. That's right. And he waited for the new year to do it. Just straight matter of fact, too. He's like, yeah, we getting Colombia next. Since they want to keep talking. Since he want to keep running his mouth over there, we going to go arrest him, too. He said, because he got, what did he say? He got cocaine warehouses over there. He's right. They do. So what he going to do is, all right, since y'all want to keep talking, we're going to go take their country too. Take your resource, whatever you got to offer, and put somebody else in charge. And then delete up all the cartel. All you got to do is delete them all. That's it. Just delete them. I know that sounds harsh, but if he really want to get a hold of this situation, you just do it. And I know what people are saying, but what about the Geneva Convention? And they ain't caring about all that. The talking is over. I told y'all this when I saw it last night. I couldn't believe it. I said, yo, they straight up bombing over there right now. Yup. They went ahead and got him, man, and that's what's going on. That's a matter of history now. So where were you when this took place? Most people were sleeping. I was up listening to it last night. I said, I cannot believe it's 3 o'clock in the morning right now. They are doing work over there right now. Our people sleep. That's what happened. I knew something was going to go down. We had his warships over there. And not only that, he had 4 of them over there. I knew something was getting ready to go down. And the president of Venezuela, he just acting like everything is all good. Like nothing gonna happen to him. It's crazy. You said the UN has an emergency meeting coming soon? Nah, he's not making enemies all around the world. That's not happening. Because China was just over there. And I think they down with it. That's what I think. Because look, everybody gonna get their hand in this oil. Everybody gonna have their hand out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't. I think it happened the other way around. I think China's in on it because they just met with the president, the nationals. They just met with him, and a few more hours later, the takeover took place. I think that was a setup. Nope. Yeah, they're holding him where Diddy is, guys. That's where he going. He going to MDC. That's exactly where he's headed. He headed in the same area. If Diddy was still there, he would have met him. He would have met Maduro. If Diddy was still there, but it looked like now Maduro, if he get found guilty, he's going to a supermax. He's not going where Diddy's going. He going to a supermax. He going where Noriega's at. A supermax. That's where he's headed. Yeah, this is crazy work. And look, this in the Southern District of New York. So you know I got to go there because that's where Diddy was at. This is big right here. This, you think Diddy was big. This is big. And I ain't got to worry about all them other YouTubers there either because they ain't covering none of this. They ain't covering none of this right here. See, now that I said it, they might do it. They might. This is the big one. Okay, this trumps Luigi. This is bigger than Luigi. Maduro, the president of Venezuela. Okay? And the way he did it, He just did it, guys. He did it on some. Man, he did it on some gangster type stuff. This man, I told y'all this man survived Atlantic City. I've been trying to tell people that. He's about his action. He been itching for some action. I told you he survived Atlantic City where the mafia couldn't even touch him. Okay? Ask Sammy the Bull. They said they tried to get to him. They couldn't get to him. Tried to tell people. Tried to tell him. He didn't. He swooped down and went and got this dude. Navy SEALs, Delta Force. Now, them people coming at you with guns pointed is very dangerous. Very dangerous situation because they don't usually lose. Okay? They went in, had a little bit of skirmish. It was a little bit of skirmish. Nobody died, though. They ain't lose none of their men. They had a little bit of skirmish, a little bit of fun last night. And they went right in that palace and went and got him, yo. Where was his guards at? They went right in there, cleared everybody out, and went right in his bedroom and went and got him. Golly, that's crazy. Whew. Oh, Lord. Do you know how crazy that is? You can call it for greed all you want to, but we got to make a move because I think China's getting ready to make a move on Taiwan. So if they make a move on Taiwan, that's pretty, we got to sustain somehow because that's deep right there because they're going to have, if they have control of Taiwan, they're going to have control of all the chips and stuff. That's going to cost us a lot of money. So we're going to have to make up for it in the oil and other resources. That's why they're doing it. I'm telling you, man, I've been on it. I'm up on my geography and all my war stuff. This was bound to happen. Trump said he trying to make things happen so the American people can live a little better because everything's is fucking expensive. So how we going to do that? We got to take drastic measures. We got to figure something out. We got to take drastic measures. We got to take some oil. See, well, you lucky I ain't the president. I'd be down for that. Let's go take it. Max, you short? Yeah, let's take it. Take him out and go get the oil. Okay? That's it. Let's go take it. And oh, matter of fact, Colombia, let's go delete all the cartel. Let's just go delete them. We ain't nobody got to know. Let's send some ops in there and go delete people like that. And then go take over the country. Because you know they probably got guerrillas and all that. You know, the guerrilla warfare. Listen, guys, I watched a whole documentary on the Delta Force. Guys, in order to become a Delta Force, they call it a Delta Force specialist. They don't call it they call them specialists. They said a serviceman or a specialist, whatever they call it, they got to walk 40 miles in their gear with little to no food or rest. 40 miles up a hill in the jungle. Okay? You don't want them people dropping down on you in the middle of the night. Okay? These people crazy. I'm telling you. You seen the Vlad TV interviews with the sniper with the dreadlocks? They call him the Grim Reaper. Y'all know who I'm talking about? He was on Vlad. He's a former Army Ranger. And he's one of the best snipers they had. They call him the Grim Reaper. He got locks. You've seen him on interviews. Imagine several of them coming at you. Several of them. Okay? I was watching this interview with this former Delta Force guy. He said, you probably don't want me coming to stalk you. He said, because I'm a very dangerous person. He said, you don't want me to stalk you. He said, the things that they taught me, I'm very dangerous. That's what he said. He said, because we don't stop until we meet our objective. And then we get out of there. Yeah, Nicholas Irvin, the Reaper. So that's what happened last night. Yeah, you don't want them people hunting you. So that's what they were doing last night. They already knew where he was. They just had to take care of the perimeter, everybody around his house. Let's delete all them first. Well, excuse me, not delete, neutralize. Let's neutralize them because we already have the intelligence that he's in this house. They went in the house, went and got him, and that's it. Took his wife too. Come on, you going with us? That's crazy, man. That's crazy work, yo. And then he said, yeah, by the way, they're arrested. They're kept in captivity, and we're taking over the country. I'm running it. He said it just like that. Just like that. Like, damn, we running it now until we get somebody we want in there. That's all. He said it, and he said it like people say it's something wrong with. No, he meant to sound like that. Yeah, we just like he's bored. Like, yeah, we took it over. It's not a problem. Till we get somebody. He said we're gonna take some land too. We're gonna take our rightful land back because he said they kicked our businesses out of that country. So we bringing our businesses back. Okay, we're doing that. Okay, because we got to break bread over here. So we're gonna do that. And oh, by the way, Iran, they want to keep talking. He said I'll hit them real hard. And I know what he mean by that. He's talking about making that country into a parking lot. I know what he's talking about. But that ain't gonna happen. That'll happen when we all sleep. We'll wake up to it. Like he just turned into a parking lot. So he threw with them. He said, I'll hit them hard, and that's just what it is. And nobody's calling his bluff. Everybody like, damn, okay. He really, you know what I'm saying? See, that's how I like it. Like, let's get it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they are a few tiers higher than the Rangers and the SEALs. You said, which is crazy and scary. They pattern themselves after, I forget the foreign one. I forget the name of it. There was a guy that came back and started the Delta Force when he was trained overseas. I forget his name. And he started the Delta Force. Why are you saying it like that? You said slave owners complained when they had to release black people. I don't get what this had to do with Venezuela. What that had to do with anything? What it had to do with Venezuela? See, I don't like why would you say that? Did you live back then? What that have to do with Venezuela? I'm asking you. Slave owners complained when they had to release black people. What you said slave owners should go. Oh, I see what you're saying. You saying slave owners should go back and get their properties. They didn't own no property. That stuff been gone. They didn't own the shit anyway. They got it illegally because we were already here. Okay. And just for you saying that, so you getting triggered right now. So you want to go back to the old times. But we whoop ass over here now. I wish you would try me. I wish you would. I wish you would say that in my face, saying the slaves need to take back I wish you would. I'll go to jail. So matter of fact, so you're gonna get up out of here for saying that. I wish you would. Now get up out of here. Sitting up here getting triggered. Your people didn't own slaves anyway. Y'all were poor trash. The ones that owned them, I'm not gonna tell you which country was the ones that really owned them. I'm not gonna tell you, and it wasn't you. I promise you that. It wasn't you. Oh, I had to get them, Cherie. Gonna sit up here and try to trigger somebody. No, they were sitting up there working in the field like everybody else. We were already here. Already here. Ain't nobody beat for that history they lied to us about. They lied, saying they brawling people here on them damn boats. Them rickety, raggedy ass boats. There's no way in the hell they did that. You said if the vice president of Venezuela would come in, 1989, Panama. What vice president? They don't have no vice president right now. We running the country right now. They ain't got no vice president. Shit, he probably, I don't know what. Actually, where is the vice president? What happened to him? This person said, I can't get over what that person said. They need to take back our property. The hell he talking about? You said who was already here? I said we were already here. We were already here. You ain't never read the book before Columbus? We was already here. They lied to us. Now let me tell you what happened. So the people that was already here, the indigenous people, which were black, because that's why they called them Indian, because they were so damn dark, they called them blue, indigo people. That's why. What that sound like? That look like the people from North Sentinel Island, isn't it? They look just like that. And what they did was they killed off a lot of the parents and raised the kids up to think they were taught them a different way. That's what happened. Oh, it's a female president for now. We still running it. We still running it. So maybe we might roll with her or rock with her. I'm not sure. Yeah, once you learn the real like history and realize that you were lied to, you would never ever look down at yourself compared to them ever again. You will give them work for the rest of your life. I promise you. Once you take them glasses off, you can't put them back on. You can't. Once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. Let me tell you something. When we was sitting up in school, they had us literally worshiping Caesar Borgia. Borgia. Go look. Caesar Borgia. He was the Pope of Rome's nephew. That's that likeness of Jesus, you see. The Pope of Rome's nephew. And he was a crook. I think it's actually a curse to worship him. They cursed us. Caesar Borgia. And the reason why they took that likeness because it was either Michelangelo or that did that. I can't remember which one, but he said to the Pope, like, I don't have a likeness of Jesus. I don't have I don't have no people that will represent him. He said, well, use him. They looked at his nephew, use him. So that's what he did. And that was the picture that we use to this day. And that brainwashed us. Because think about it. If the angels and everything is white, you looking at this person white, you're going to look down at yourself like you're lesser than. But once you realize that they lied to you, you will actually uncorrect everything in your brain about these people. I promise you will. You question me one more time, blocking you. Don't sit up here and play. Don't sit up here and play in my chat. Don't ask me no questions like that. Don't play with me. If you're getting triggered, I suggest you don't type no more. Don't sit up here and keep playing with me now. Stop asking me questions. The history is the history. Go, you got a phone, go Google it for your goddamn self. Just go do that. Don't sit up here and question me when you can go Google it. Now stop. Hold up. Let me do this at Where's the Pope Wrong. You're an asshole, so you gotta go. Okay, anybody else? Don't sit up here and tell me where the Pope at. You know who I'm talking about. I said the Pope at the time. His son Caesar Borgia. I mean his nephew Caesar Borgia. You heard what I said. Then go Google it. And stop playing with me. You said, yeah, well, I know the Vatican and Rome are two different cities. I know that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking to them. Oh, she the VP right now, but it's unclear. No, the control. We have control. He said it. We're controlling the country. We're controlling the whole country right now. Now we may got her in charge for right now because we might rock with her. I'm not sure, but yeah, they controlling the whole country right now. It's a full takeover right now. Now, like I said, y'all know what I'm saying when I'm talking history, so go Google it. Caesar Borgia. Don't sit up here and try to be an NPC in my chat. Act like you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, then. I'm thinking so, Hulk. I'm thinking they're going to make a move between this year and next year. They're going to make a move on it. So I think U.S. is trying to jockey themselves in position so they can sustain themselves if that happens. Yeah, the Vatican City. It's just almost like it's the equivalent to the United Nations in New York City. Like when you go in the United Nations, you're not in New York City no more. Oh, they might be next. Javon's all that's coming. I'm trying to tell y'all it's gonna be a full takeover in that area. But they going with, cause he said they gonna handle Colombia next. They gonna handle them next. Okay. Did you know? Like, look, they're gonna handle them next. Mexico, I'm not sure. I think we got good relations with Mexico. I honestly do. We're not gonna take over Mexico. We got a good relations with Mexico. That'll be a little difficult to do, actually. But Colombia, no. Cuba, no. I would say no on Cuba. The only thing is, Cuba needs help. If we're going to do anything, I think we should just help Cuba. Their infrastructure is messed up right now. They having a water situation. They really need some democracy, if you know what I mean. Like, the reason why I say that, because it's unfair for a physician over there that can't afford a hamburger. That's unfair. So something got to change over there. Okay? If not, they ain't gonna have, we just gonna let the country run dry, because eventually it's gonna run dry. Eventually. Because the working class are moving elsewhere. And you have a lot of retired people that's over there and they need a working class to help them and they don't have it. Eventually they ain't gonna have no country. Everybody gonna be gone within the next 30 years. They won't have a country anyway. Actually, it might be 20 years. In the next 20 years, they're depleting. They have rations of food, and they cut their bread rations. So people are leaving. Like, how are you a doctor, a physician, or a nurse? You can't even afford a hamburger. So yeah, a lot of people are leaving over there. So I think they need help more than anything. And they did have help when Obama was in office. They had some good relations. Things was trying to be on the up and up. But now, no. So they need help more than anything. It's a mess over there. They need help. Not to be taken over, because that's not going to happen. Now, strategically, yeah, we have Guantanamo Bay. That could be a strategic spot. I mean, I think that we just should help them, like, at this point. If I was the president, I'd be trying to help. But they need a lot of help, though. A lot. Cuba needs help. You say countries with real meat and food have to ration. That's how it's always been. No, it's not how it's always been in Cuba. It's not how it's actually worse now. They have a water crisis. It's actually worse over there. I know people that's just been there recently, boots on the ground. It's bad over there. It's bad though. We have real meat here too. It just costs more. We got grass fed and stuff like that. We got stuff over here. It's organic. It just costs more. It's just expensive. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't eat Burger King and all that no more. I don't. Now there's misinformation going around about that. This lady going around on social media saying, "Did you hear Burger King said they serve thousands of people each day?" She said, "You get it? They're serving people. You get it? That's bullshit. No, they not. Everybody is not meant to be listened to online. That's not it. They're not serving you human fucking meat, man. I just don't eat it no more. I don't. Because it don't taste the same as it taste. Well, it don't taste the same as it tastes when I was growing up. They putting all the preservatives in it and stuff like that, so the shelf life can last longer, and it's not healthy. Yeah, I'm crossing pages like that. There's a lot of misinformation going around, and they getting a lot of views, and people think it's the truth. That's why I'm here. I'm telling you, I be studying this stuff, like the takeovers and stuff. China, I'm telling you, China is getting in position. Now, whether we this spark into a world war, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if it's going to spark into a world war, but we're going to see. They already got these little flyers going around saying how if you're in your plus 40s, how you can get in the military. I'm already starting to see that. I'm like, uh-oh, what does that mean? I don't know. Would I join the military at this point? At my age, would I join the military right now? Let me think. If I could. Yeah, I think I would. I think I would, yo. And do my couple years and that's it. I think I probably would. You said it took an hour and 37 minutes. How is that going to start a war? You said the Venezuelan situation. Oh, nah, we talking about the like other stuff. You said it took an hour and 37 minutes. See, did you just come in, Mike? Because we've been talking for a minute. People just come in and like, well, how is this gonna? We've been talking about that. Oh, you just got here? No, it'll be a little bit more than that to spark a world war. I think A lot of the nations were in the know about this. They knew this was going to happen. China just had their nationals over there meet with the president on the 1st of January. They were just over there. And then a few hours later, he got ousted. So I think they knew it was coming. They sent a message, maybe, or a message was sent. Some type of message was sent. Because as soon as he met with them, within a few hours later, they're at his door, knocking on his door, like, come on with us. Now, my question is, who sent them people to go meet when we did? We sent them. It was they backdoored them. That's what happened. That was a hell of a message. Guys, I watched, like I said, I watched whole documentaries on this military training. It's like A1. They have missions going on that we never even know about. Yep. Full missions going on we don't even know about. This one former Delta guy, he said that the government contacted him saying his life is on the line. Like people want to kill him. And he was just talking about how he moves. He got 4 houses, like in different countries. He moved a certain way. And he said, I'm a very dangerous man and you don't want to get in a fight with me. That's what he said. Yeah, China definitely gonna go for Taiwan, but um, I think we'll just sit back and let that happen. Ain't nothing we could do about it. I mean, there is something we could do, but I don't think they're gonna do that because that will spark a war. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't even want to say it. But all this stuff was planned out years in advance. We're just seeing it come to fruition now. This didn't just happen overnight. Hey, let's go take over this country. That no, they've been thinking about it. They got a hell of a lot of oil reserves over there. They got more. It's more so than Saudi Arabia. Man, I already knew he was. I already knew he was no joke. I remember when he went to Saudi Arabia to meet with the prince. He walked past him and like hit him on the shoulder. Like, hey, what's up, man? You're not supposed to touch the prince. It's like illegal to do it. He went over there and touched him, like, grabbed him on the shoulder real quick and walked right by. Like, I ain't studying you. Just like that. I felt that right there. When he did that, I felt that. I felt that. I felt that right there. Because I would have did the same thing. You are not sovereign to the rest of man. You got to sit and use a bathroom just like I do. And I'm not bowing to you. Just like that. Damn, that's a lot of liquid gold. That's a lot of black gold. You said the prince was shaking. That normally don't happen to him. He didn't know. He's like, whoa, who's touching me? Yeah, he touched him. But he okay with him now though. He don't mind him touching him. He's like okay with it. But yeah, man, what a way to kick off 2026. Now the people in the streets, they celebrating about it, but it's like kind of like a celebratory celebration. It's not a celebration. It's almost like, I guess, like a regime change celebration, but they still gonna want to know what's gonna come after this though. That's what they're starting to talk about in the streets now. Like, what's gonna happen? Is this gonna benefit us this time? No, the president said it is gonna benefit y'all. He did say that, but it's gonna benefit the U.S. as well. Um, but I know somebody that came from there. She's from Venezuela, and she said, I came here for a better life, and it's just bad over there right now. So yeah, they want the conditions over there to be better. Um, the problem is the sanctions that was put on them, that didn't help them a lot. They didn't help them that much. But like, I know the setup. I know the play. The play was going on for the past 10, 15, 20 years. It's just now we're starting to see it come to pass now, like what's happening now. The play has been in motion. So yeah, it's always been a play in motion. Yeah, so if you even think that, it's just happened like all of a sudden, no. Answer is no. But I knew this date was coming at some point. So now, you said the vice president's in charge right now. So we'll see if they put her in charge. We'll see. And they're gonna have maybe a base set up there or something. I could see that happening. Setting up a military base around there just to help out. Just so if she take over, they won't try to overthrow her. So she need protection. You said, I guess Iran is next. That's a touchy one. I'm not sure. They just, I don't know. I just hope that it don't hit our doorstep, if you know what I mean. That situation. You said the U.S., Argentina, and international warrants just got served. Warrants for what? International warrants for what? For the U.S. and Argentina? Oh, from Maduro? No, he's here. He's gonna go to the Southern District of New York picked up the case. Ain't that something? The same building Diddy was in. Same building. So I'm gonna go to that. Yeah, had multiple warrants. Oh, okay. Yeah, he gonna first start here. So when he goes to his court appearance, I may have to be in. Well, definitely when his trial start, I'll definitely be there for that. Like I said, the last time I remember something like this happening, I was a kid. It was during Noriega when they went and got him, ousted him. I can't remember another one in my lifetime. I can't. But hopefully this somehow benefit the Venezuelan people. You know what I mean? So everybody can eat. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. Iraq. Damn, why am I not thinking, Rodney? Yeah, Iraq. For sure. And also, they took out, well, his people kind of took him out. Gaddafi. I remember Gaddafi going down. You right. I remember Gaddafi going down. Yeah, to Iraq. Yeah. But the only thing is with that though, we didn't arrest him and take him to the United States to stand trial. This one, we actually took him to stand trial in the United States. But yeah, Iraqi takeover. But yeah, guys, it's real interesting what's going on. It's a part of history right now. Um, but I just happened to catch it last night. I couldn't sleep. I was up and I was looking at a report. It said breaking news. There's a military exercise going on in Venezuela. So I was looking. I said, that's more than an exercise. That's a takeover. They're hitting a specific spot, which is where the president is, and took out some other installations, like their, military stuff. They took all of that out last night. Yeah, well, yeah, you say you didn't think it was going to happen this fast. It happened less than an hour and 40 some minutes. It didn't take them that long. It didn't. They hit the specific targets they were going to hit. Those military installations. They hit some stuff out of airport. Um, and then they hit his area. Yeah, it was Delta Force. Probably the SEALs were involved too, for sure, because they were on the ground. I was like, wait a minute, do they got troops on the ground? They got boots on the ground, because you could hear the machine gun fire. You could hear it. They had boots on the ground. Those guys go over there. They not playing. They, especially the Delta Force, they're not playing at all. Not at all. There's no playing around. We're going to get our objective and bring him back, and and his wife, and they got him alive too. Yeah, they all do that. It's done in the past. But this was planned though. It wasn't just planned by him though. This was in the works already. And he just happened to be the sitting president to see it. He was up too when it was happening. He probably was in what they call the war room or the situation room. That's what they call it. And he was watching it. He probably was watching it. Remember how Obama was watching with Bin Laden? Like watching it go down. So he probably was just sitting there watching it. They had cameras and stuff. But these people, I'm pretty sure to get on that compound, they probably parachuted in or something like that. They did something crazy or had the Black Hawks land somewhere and they got out. It was smooth the way they did it. It really was. I'm not sure if it was people from all over, Joe. They may have had some people to translate, but this was U.S. action here. This is solely U.S. Special Forces that did this. This wasn't no other country. This was us strictly that we did it. Strictly us. And this is nothing. They do this all the time. And check this out. Check this out. I bet y'all didn't know this. They have meetings all the time on who they're gonna delete. And we never know about it. They just go delete the person and come back. You'll never know about it. It could be somebody like trying to get like a organization started to try to do something crazy. Sometimes it's easier just to go delete them. So them meetings happen all the time. It's crazy. But I guess it was easier for this guy just to go get them. I think one guy said I don't know, he said the training is so rigorous for the Delta Force that they had to start allowing other branches to join. You know what I'm saying? Because first it was just the Army. And then they started allowing other branches to try. Because it's just the success rate is not that high. But it's necessary though to have that type of training, just in case. Oh, I know about it, Joe. Trust me, I do. I know about it. Yeah, I know about the delete unit too. They have a whole delete unit. It could be somebody in, I don't know, whatever part of the world. He's starting something. We then we got to go take care of it, and then be right back on the plane. Yeah. So, um, no, Rodney, I'm too old. Too old, man. Too old. Now, if I had to do it all over again, um, no. If I had to do it all again, I probably would have like did just the service. That's it. With the benefits and stuff. But as far as no, I don't think I would have. I don't know, Joe. You know a little too much about this stuff. This might break down your alley. I don't know. Are you retired? Like, what's going on? Oh man, never know who you're talking to these days. You see how he's like describing all this? I don't even think we should ask him, to be honest with you. He's probably not going to answer anyway if he is. Um, yeah, man. So we'll see what happens for sure. Anyway, guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. It's something else I wanted to talk about this guy overseas. But I will talk to y'all soon. Happy New Year to you guys. Um, if I didn't talk to you yet, this is my first time talking to you. Happy New Year. And yeah, I will talk to you guys a little bit later. All right, y'all.